Jan Hendrik van der Westhuizen is the first South African chef to get a Michelin star. He's joining me in studio today and he's going to tell you what exactly that means. Hello.
Morning, Jennifer.
Congratulations on the Michelin star.
Thank you. It's like I just said to you, I think it's a bit crazy because if there's no Michelin in South Africa, and if there would have been, I'm sure there would have been lots of other Michelin restaurants. It's still amazing. It's such a good feeling representing South Africa back in France.
Well, there's no Michelin here in South Africa. So
not yet.
Yes, exactly, not yet. So
Not
a lot
yet.
of people don't really know what it means to have a Michelin star restaurant. Why don't you tell us?
So I can remember from my first day at chef school, there's always this thing of Michelin, and always even kind of followed the whole Michelin. And so Michelin is it's a tire company, as most of us know. It's
The Michelin Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a tire company that established a guide for restaurants and hotels in the early 1900s. And this guide just became so popular, and it's red, like this couch. And
That's why we have the couch.
Exactly, very Michelin-ish. And they over the years they became the Bible of restaurants in Europe, Americas, Asia, and it's a bit like the star thing. I mean, somebody called it's like the Oscars of the food world. So yeah, very cool.
So a big congratulations for everyone in South Africa.
It's me and my team.
Yes.
It's always.
Yeah.
Can't do it alone.
And your restaurant's in Nice?
Exactly, in the south of France.
You've had it for 3 years, you've lived in France for 6.
Yes, exactly.
What's it like making South African cuisine in the south of France?
South of France, South Africa, there's a slight connection. Cape Town is sister cities with Nice. We do modern French cuisine with a South African touch. So we infuse childhood memories from our childhoods, and we kind of put that on the plates, and people love it. It kind of makes it easier living in France as well. And people think, oh, France, c'est incroyable, and it's perfect in the market. It's amazing, it's divine. But you need a bit of malva pudding or some bobotie or some biltong to keep you going. And I reckon that's where it all started.
Now, do you feel pressure that you and your team have this Michelin stars? Do you feel like there's a weight on your shoulders now?
Yeah, when we opened the restaurant, the pressure was on. And as any foodie knows or any chef knows, there's never a dull moment. So my team from South Africa recently joined me, 3 amazing chefs, Kevin Grobler, Rutger Eisvogel and Scott Armstrong. And these guys, since they've been there, I've just like, whew. Yeah. And then the star came along, and then, it's just like kind of roller. So they've been amazing with helping out, and but there's pressure. People keep an eye. It was nice to have this little old motorcycle repair shop as a restaurant where people came in and you could surprise them. They didn't really expect to be blown away, and now people expect more, which is good for us. It pushes our boundaries and limits. But yeah, the pressure is on.
Where's your favorite place to eat when you're here in South Africa?
I've got a few. The first place is my house in Cape Town. We do a braai, and that's probably, we can't light fires in France. You can't do a proper braai.
Really?
No, you have to do gas. It needs to be on gas. So I love the smell of wood, and so that's probably my first. Chef's Warehouse, definitely my second. Love what Liam's doing. And then of course, nothing beats the sushi at Willoughby's.
Ooh, yum.
Waterfront. I've got my little spots. There's a little Royal Kloofs in Kloof Street for Chinese. Yeah, I don't, and I mean then there's Joburg and Gauteng, Chantal with Mosaic, amazing, very much respect. There's lots of places. South Africa is absolutely booming. It's incredible.
What advice do you have for up-and-coming chefs who dream of being where you are one day?
Hard work. The chefs today, nothing's changed. I mean, the industry it's tough out there because I find, and I was at a conference in Switzerland, and the main topic was that the young chefs are there's a lack of young chefs, and there's a lack of people wanting to put in those hours and wanting not to watch the clock, you know, and really live a passion and don't care for, and just live the dream. So I think it starts with people employing those people and not overkilling them. Life has changed, and we should live updated. We should not work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I'm not saying we should be lazy, but you know, there should be a balance, and I think that's where creativity comes in with chefs, and to be able to actually escape and go away and find inspiration and come back, and do what you know. You know, don't try to make a sphere from something that you've never. Often try push your limits, but start with your basics. Start with what your family cooked, and if they didn't cook, start with something you love. You know, so I think that's it. Yeah.
Jan, thank you so much for coming in. It was such a
Jennifer.
pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to seeing what you do next.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Jennifer.